Hey, beautiful people, and welcome to another episode of Mondays with Mondane. This is where we dive deep into life, love, liberty, democracy, and now more than ever, we've got to tell the truth. Look, we're living in a dangerous time, a time when truth is no longer sacred and journalism often functions less as a tool of light and more of a weapon of destruction. From the marble floors of Capitol Hill to the flickering screens in our palms, we see a shift. Narratives replacing facts, algorithms replacing ethics, and cancel mobs replacing the law. And for black men in America, especially those who organize, who speak out, who dare to challenge the power, this is not a new narrative. It happened to Malcolm, to Martin, to Medgar. It erased Bayard Rustin, it exiled Baldwin, it blacklisted Hughes, and it tried to erase me. I'm just too big. And still today, it continues. Look no further than the whispers that are now swirling around men like Tyler Perry and Smokey Robinson. Are these accusations new? Hell no. Are they verified? No. But the headlines, even when baseless, hit harder than fists. Reputations are scorched in seconds, and while social media moves on, families aren't that resilient. They do not. Ask my children. Mere teenagers at the time when it felt like to carry the burden of shame from a headline about events that happened before they were even born. Ask them about what it means when their father is tried, not in court, but in columns. So let me ask the hard questions today. What does it do to a child to hear the parent accused without evidence? What does it do to a marriage, a church, an entire community? Who gets to recover? And who gets to explain to their grandchildren what happened to their name? Why are black men so easily condemned while others are granted benefit of the doubt? And what role does media play in deciding who is thrown away and who is redeemed? In 2020, a local article stitched together unrelated, unverifiable, and anonymous claims, all more than 20 years old, and wove a tapestry of scandal. No legal case, no investigation, no follow-up, and even now, 5 years later, not one new allegation, yet the damage was absolute. Let me give you the full picture they refused to tell you. They didn't talk about the service that I rendered to the United States through the Army. I pastored Celebration Tabernacle for 34 years. I founded an unsettling force. You're hearing it now and you're feeling its power. A moral movement built to unify people across lines of race, class, and belief. I host this show, Mondays with Mondane, and I know that you're watching not to vent, but to speak truth to power. And I was very fortunate, with the help of God, to win a $3.5 million victory for Oregon's minority-owned NEMT, that's hard to say, transportation workers. I petitioned and campaigned for the Portland Clean Energy Fund, one of the most significant equity investments in this city's history and throughout this United States of America. I stood between protesters and police during the George Floyd uprisings to prevent bloodshed. And all of that was erased from the narrative. Oh, no, it won't be, because I'm going to do it again. When that was done, the goal was not justice. The goal was damage. Let's go even deeper. Let us not forget the film, The Birth of a Nation, released in 1915, a cinematic lie, a propaganda tool, one of the earliest, most damaging examples of media demonizing black men. That film taught America to fear us, to see us as threats to be controlled, shamed, and silenced. And too many have followed that script ever since. From lynch mobs to character assassinations, the message has been the same. Black men are not to be trusted. Even now, it plays out in real time in courtrooms, in boardrooms, in newsrooms. The accusations come first. The facts, if they come at all, come too late. Let me say what most won't. Oh, I'm going to tell you. We live in a country where the public appetite for the downfall of a powerful black man is greater than its desire for due process. We live in a system that has always needed a villain, and too often we are cast in that role. So I ask again, are we okay with a society where allegations without proof destroy a lifetime of service? Are we okay with a journalism that prioritizes sensation over fairness? Are we okay watching another generation of black men be discredited by implication and not by evidence? When will we as a people, as a nation, draw the line and say, enough? This is not just my story, it's a warning. Because if it can happen to me, a veteran, a pastor, a father, a community builder, it most assuredly can happen to anyone. So today, let's you and me draw a line. To the media, verify before you vilify. To the public, don't just read the headline, ask for the facts. To our justice system, ensure that every citizen gets what our Constitution promises, due process. Because if we cancel our way into justice, we'll lose not only truth, we'll lose democracy. I need to do a special shout out to our sponsors, Pochines, Cafe de la Soul, 8139 North Denver in the Kenton District, the best soul food this side of heaven. Aunties and Tanties Daycare Services, nurturing our babies with excellence and pride. Adorn Electric, lighting up our pathways forward. And of course, Celebration Tabernacle. Come worship with me every Sunday morning, right here at 8131 North Denver. To the powerhouse team that serves our show well. Dion, Robin, Andy, Paul, and Miss Taviana, thank you all. None greater, none lesser, and all stand tall. Follow us on Facebook right there. Subscribe on YouTube right there. Turn on your notifications and never miss a beat. Here at Mondays with Mondene, we just don't chase the beat, we make it. See you later. You know, I talk about a lot about knowing where you came from to know where you're going. Well, I came from the projects of St. Louis, Missouri, and I ended up into the majestic mountaintops of Portland, Oregon. It's been a wonderful journey, and Lewis and Clark took that journey from St. Louis to Portland, and I took it too. It talks about who I am, and as I'm with you often in the in cyberspace or on websites or on the what do you call it, social media, I want you to know a little bit about me and who I am. This book talks about my fantasies, my failures, my triumphs, and more than that, it talks about the resiliency of being able to continue to go forward regardless of the odds. I'd get a copy. It's called From Maladies to Melodies. And I hope that you enjoy it and give me some feedback. God bless.
Hey, it's time for you to come to Pochine. Check out that catfish sandwich. Oh my goodness, is that the shrimp po' boy? Man, look at that chocolate chip cake. Man, I need to get over to Pochines at 8139 North Denver right now because this food looks delicious. Or call if you'd like, 503-978-9000. And don't miss it, you'll be sorry.
In times gone past, we find ourselves making excuses so that people reminded, ooh, I've got to get home and tend to the brand new missus. I need some time alone. Can't this wait until I finish texting on my phone?